We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll,
No.
we'll do it live.
Yes, sir. Let's jump right into it, man. Stepdads are getting popped like a Kendrick show in Chicago. Lil Durk's son allegedly popped his own stepdad, man. Life is hard out here for stepdads, RJ. Not
Yeah,
saying that
sometimes
you're a
you gotta.
stepdad, but
Yeah, it's not. I'm not a stepdad, and sometimes, hey, I guess he felt like he had to pop out and show the ninja. Seems like I heard somewhere or I read somewhere that he was doing it in self defense. I mean, we're gonna dive deeper into it in a bit. But hey, guys, thanks for tuning in. As you know, remember to, as we always say, remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to rate the video by liking it, and don't forget to share it as well. Check us out on our other socials. But yeah, man, it's
yes.
it's
It
it's sad to hear that a 10-year-old had to, I mean, did what he did, notwithstanding whether or not he did it for the right reasons or not. But it's still a sad thing to hear that a 10-year-old shot at someone or
yeah.
shot someone.
Yes. Just say it harder, louder, because then the algorithm can also hear it. Anyway, that's it's crazy if you think about it. I do
What's
agree with you
crazy?
on that.
What's crazier than the word shot is the video you showed yesterday. The way we started yesterday's show. That was
Guys, go
the
check that one out. The short thoughts. That was
the
crazy.
Haktua
The
plus
poor
women. But
couple.
yeah, but let's
These
continue with
women
this.
are out of their minds, man. Just like this kid. Yeah, so I'm not gonna show the video of what happened because there is some people getting popped in there. But the shocking part was, of course, that the stepdad went out and shared the video, and with that also the caption. All, as y'all can see, I was not the aggressor, and y'all also can see how I still had my gun on my hip. He grabbed my gun off my hip, following his mom's lead. So his mom was maybe instructing the boy and
And the
tried to
mama is
pop me.
basically the baby mama of Dirk, Lil Durk.
Yes, and the baby mama of the stepdad, because they also have kids together.
Okay,
But
okay.
so the kid, following his mom's lead, and tried to pop me, and then actually popped me. I advise y'all see it before they take it down. So he was the one uploading it, so that there were no changes in tone and other angles. Again, I'm not gonna show the video because it's graphic. Don't want to take our own video down. If you want to watch it, Google it, Twitter it, or exit, or YouTube it. You'll find whatever you need. But RJ, you've seen the video, or you've seen some of the pictures in situation. What do you think? Was it self-defense? Because people are claiming self-defense. People are saying this kid was protecting the mom. There was the vibe.com. Vibe.com's headline for this story was, let me share it real quick. Lil Durk's 10-year-old son pops his stepfather in defense of his mom, while the stepdad is saying he wasn't the aggressor. In the view, he didn't seem like the aggressor as well, but okay. You're on mute.
Yeah, so what I always say and try to remind everyone is that self-defense is something that you will need to prove, right? So the person, it's like the burden of proof is on the person who is claiming self-defense. Usually you're claiming self-defense because you did something that is unlawful, right? So popping someone is unlawful. Well, in this particular case, it's unlawful, right? So, and so he he being the kid and the mom and the parents, they would need to prove that there was a self-defense. And with self-defense, the judges are going to look at a couple of things on amongst other things. Were there other alternatives? Did the it was the self-defense, the quote-unquote self-defense, proportionate? Was there really an immediate danger? I can't say that from the video. From the video, I can't say with 100% certainty, or I can never say with 100% certainty, but I don't know. I can't anticipate how someone will look at this video. Um, to say that it's clear that it was self defense and a proportionate self defense, I can't say that either. So it's gonna be like it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. A, there's a difficult period coming for the family of Lil Durk. Let's put it like that. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that there are no charges filed against the kid, so it seems like the dad is leaving it as a mistake by the kid. I'm watching the video right now. It seems like he's trying to hold back the mom. I don't know what they are fighting about, but it seems like he's not attacking. It's more like restraining her. But yeah, it's a sad situation. At the same time, you got to ask yourself, these you're on mute, by the way, if you want to say something. But at the same time, you got to ask yourself, right? This is the son of Lil Durk. He's 10 years old. He knows what his dad does. He knows what the background of his dad, the history. By the time you're 10, you are starting to be aware of your environment. Is this kid trying to act out and be more like the past of his dad? We've seen multiple kids of rappers taking a really interesting route in life. With interesting, I mean the wrong route. And is he trying to also prove himself to the streets that he ain't no punk, and that he's ready to pop off and he's ready to put in work?
I don't think that's necessarily the case. Um, to be honest, I just think that it's a small child that did something. I mean, 10 years old. Your level of situational awareness isn't like the best that it will be. Uh, but I do think that if you grew up in a certain reality where there are poppings taking place, then to you it's normal. If you hear people talking about it around you, or seeing people talking around you, you think it's cool. I don't think in this case it was cool, but it's if you're in an environment where people are very short tempered, but when they're angry, they say, okay, let's fight, let's take it outside, and they go and fight, then never in a million years would you think to pull out a blick, right? But if you're not in that environment, and if you're in an environment where at any given point in time problems get solved with blickies, then that's the first thing you're gonna reach for in a stressful situation.
He
And when I
grabbed the
just to clarify,
dad's,
when I
by
said
the way.
that, like
The
there are
dad,
difficult times, what did you say?
it's the dad's. He grabbed the stepdad's.
The stepdads, yeah, 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 yeah. But still, you're grabbing it as a solution,
Yeah.
as a solution. You're like, there's a problem. I need to unalive this problem. So that's the way of thinking, basically, in this particular situation.
Jesus. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Hey, they say if all you have, there's a saying, and I'm gonna butcher it probably, but if all you have in your hand is a hammer, then all problems will seem as nails to you. So you
Yeah.
adjust everything you're gonna hit. So if that's the only thing, if the only tool you know how to use is a hammer, then every problem is a nail. If the only tool you know how to use is a 9 millimeter,
Well, a hammer is also they call a tool a hammer. So
well, so
every
in this
solution
case,
is your stepdad. Pow! Hey man, it's
well, in this
crazy.
case,
Uh, It
so
seems
in
like
this,
if I look at, you want to say something?
but in this, so in the second definition of hammer that you're talking about, if it's true what you're saying, 'cause I didn't know
It is
that
true.
hammer is
It
a
is
way
true.
to call a blicky as
Yes,
well,
yes, it
then the
is.
thing would change a bit. It will go, the saying would go, if the only tool you know how to use is a now hammer, then nail everyone around you to the ground.
Like Tizo. Everyone like Tizo. Oh man. Hey, this is crazy. It seems like if I read the comments, people are siding with the kid because they're saying he's protecting his mom. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it seems like they are struggling. I don't know if they are struggling. It seems like she has something in her hands while they are struggling. Should I share it? Okay, don't share it. He's the lawyer of us too. I'm more of the cloud chaser, so I'll listen to the lawyer. I'll listen to the lawyer in this one. It seems like she is. They are fight. She has something in her hands, and people are saying it's a hammer itself, because they say both are of them are owners of hammers. So it seems like maybe they are struggling over that, and the kid was just, yeah, he was scared that the mom might get hurt. But one thing the guy also said, I'm not sure if it's true, I've heard about this, that he said, the stepdad said, I have custody over my child. So it seems like maybe the mom is also not really happy about the situation and instructed the kid to send the dad to the hospital for a organ restructuring. Um, RJ, are you still here? You're on mute, by the way. You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. I'm here. I was just looking at the video again to see if there's like there is an interaction between the stepfather and the baby mama. So there
Yeah,
is an interaction. They are
they are
um
struggling over something.
yeah, but it's not clear. I didn't get the impression either that the stepfather was really attacking.
No.
It seems like, so if you tell me that one of the theories is that the baby mama had a hammer with her, I would believe it, but KR, all this, I'll just go back. All of this could have been prevented if the situation was different. If you're in an environment where your parents and step parents don't fight, you will never see something like that.
Yep.
So it's really an environment thing. And I mean, to pull a blicky out in front of, I mean, I know the kid, it's a very weird thing, but I think in the kid's mind, the kid is seeing, hey, I'm little, I'm only 10, I see my mother fighting, I have zero situational awareness, I don't see my stepfather really pulling out the blicky on my, so it's, so
And he grabbed his blicky and put him
yeah, so,
on the
well,
ground.
you're too slow. He grabbed his blicky and then tried to, yeah, and then, well, not try to, pop him. So
Well, try to send him to Jesus' bosom. Uh, the bosom of Abram. Sorry, my bad, my bad. It's the bosom of Abram. Hey, is this the thank you and reward for stepdads in 2024? A shitbag.
is this a thank you? No, I think this isn't as much of a stepfather issue as
Mm-hmm.
a type of stepfather and type of stepmother issue. Like, you
Yeah.
can be a stepfather. So yeah, you know what they say. Being a stepfather has zero benefits for the man, because basically the kid will never be yours. You can adopt them technically, but The kid will always come first, and you will never get that first attention, while you will get the responsibility, etc. In this case, it's not only a stepfather, let's be fair, because he might be a stepfather to the child, but he also has a child with the baby mama. So
Mhm.
it's like partially he's a stepfather, but not really by like it's yeah, it's just
He was
it
by
came with the
choice because
relationship.
it's a
But I think
older.
it says more about the type of person you choose to build a family with. Because being in a relationship is hard, having a family is hard, being a stepfather is hard. But if you're in a family where problems get solved with hammers and firearms, yeah, then it's not really a conducive. The situation isn't really conducive to a healthy upbringing or family life. So
My
I
second
would say
question
it has
is
more to do with that than the stepfather reward.
okay, okay,
I don't think
okay.
they even hand out stepfather rewards.
Well, shitbags seems like. Um. Anyway, man, are you okay? Annie,
I'm
are
good.
you okay? God, you
I'm
almost.
good.
Anyway, so another thing here is this already projecting where we will see this kid go, because if they don't, if the kid is already popping off at 10, in 2 years he'll be running the streets, whether his dad is a millionaire or not. It seems like these kids are going, we've seen multiple rapper kids go the weird route. Is this something maybe the dad, Lil Durk, has to be aware of and bring his kid up to the rich mansion, so he grows up in a secluded place where the hoodlums don't live, and prevent this from escalating further? Because we've seen also the kid of um not Wallow, but Gilly game popped in Philly a couple of, I think a half a year ago, I think, because he was at the wrong location. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, I said I don't know. I think Dirk has 7 children, right? I read.
Something like that, yeah.
And well, let me put it like this. I just hope I don't wish harm on anybody. So not on mm, the family of Little Dirk, the kid. I just wish and hope it turns out well. But everything is dependent or a lot rides on the environment you're in. And so you hope the kid will have the opportunity to leverage the position, the fame, and maybe the financial status of his father to and use it as a catapult, in life, in order to build something great and durable. That's what you hope for. The one act doesn't define you, and it's not like he was walking with it on his waist and took it out, so it was more like it was there, he grabbed it. So I don't think it defines him. One thing we also need to take into account is that maybe in the moment he acted because he thought the mother was in danger. We don't know how the kid is doing right now, because it might be traumatic for the kid as well. So hoping um, that he can process it, and yeah, just process it. It doesn't define who you are. I'm glad that the stepfather is still alive, because that would have been a heavy, heavy burden to uh, walk around with for the rest of your life. Remember, he basically popped his brother's father or daughter's father. I don't know what gender
Sister.
the kid is. So if he had unalived them, then it would have been very awkward uh, in the family. So yeah, just hope that everyone just turns out okay. And I hope that it shouldn't define the kid. The kid still has a long way to go in his life.
Well, that's it for this topic. Let's go to the next one. The second topic, as usual, we have the Reddit story. RJ always looks up a great story for us to discuss, for us, both us two and you guys. Um, Let us know in the comments what you think and share your thoughts because that's important. That's way we create a community and people can learn from other people's interactions with these situations. RJ, take it away.
Yeah, so I found a very funny one, a bit lighthearted before we move to the second, or at least
Thank
the
God been popping that's in Reddit stories as well.
yeah. So this is the Reddit story. I'm gonna show the banner right now. Girlfriend calls out wrong name during. So the
You
story
said
goes as
light.
follows.
You
My
said
girlfriend,
light.
my girlfriend. Uh, um, wait, there was another way. Oh, oh no, how did Raven Simone call it? Naughty time during naughty time.
Yeah, no
So
time. Yeah.
my girlfriend of 23 years of age called out the name of her male best friend while we were getting it on. What should I do? Me and my girlfriend are in a relationship for about 4 months and have been talking for around a year. Yesterday, yesterday, we decided to step up and have. Oh, yesterday we decided to step it up and have intercourse while being a bit drunk. Around an hour or so later, she called out the name
Is
of her
that a
best.
step up? Is that a step up these days? Okay. Continue.
She called out the name of her best friend. Context: my girlfriend used to have a male best friend that was always there for her during her hard time. Post the breakup of her last relationship, which went for around 5 to 6 months. He liked my girlfriend and they used to spend a lot of time together, almost like the whole day, and went their separate homes in night at night. I met her after that period and we started liking each other. Of course, I
Are you
confronted her
sure?
and asked her if what?
Said, are you sure, dude? They went separate ways every
Well,
night?
that's what he said. Of course, I confronted her and asked her if she liked her best friend, to which she denied straight up. She said that it's not the case at all, and yet they would spend the whole day together. I had problems at the start because I was kind of insecure at that moment, but she assured me multiple times that she never liked him. Recently, she forgot to reply him back and even call him back multiple times during his hard phase, which made him cut all connections with her. She confronted, they had a talk regarding it, and decided to move on with their lives. Now, coming back to yesterday, she called out his name twice.
Doesn't sound like a best friend, but okay.
She called out his name twice while being busy with me.
Mm.
First time, she blurted out his surname but stopped halfway. I figured it out.
I can't
Yo,
lean further. This is
yo,
crazy.
can you imagine? I
Never
mean,
heard someone saying surnames during naughty time, but okay. We're
yo,
naming
thank God.
ID
I
now.
mean, okay, yo. So it says that the first time she blurted out his surname but stopped halfway. That means
Oh,
that there was multiple syllables. Can you
yeah.
imagine if the dude's last name was Cho? there wouldn't be a- there wouldn't be any stopping halfway.
This is
In any
crazy.
case.
This is crazy already.
Ah, okay, where was I? Okay.
That's what she did.
I figured it out because his surname was very unique. But still, I didn't put much thought into it. Then, after a few seconds, she clearly called out his first name. I got hurt, stopped, cleaned myself, and dressed up. As soon as I stepped out of the bathroom, I found her crying. I was ready to leave at that moment itself, but she was naked and I just couldn't. As I
It's
was dressing her up,
always. Oh man. No.
as I was dressing her up, she started crying and repeated that there's nothing like that and I don't know how it happened. As we were drunk, I said, "Let's sleep and we'll talk in the morning." She continuously cried. Continuously cried and slept on the floor.
Did he?
I
Did he?
brought her blanket and pillow and I went to sleep on bed as I couldn't leave her in that state. In the morning, I felt as if I'm dead inside. I couldn't feel hurt, disappointment, or anything. It's just blank. She said sorry multiple times, asking how could she fix this, and again reassured that there's nothing like this between them, while saying that she doesn't know how it happened, as she was drunk in uh, and was in a half asleep state. That's he's gonna catch a case.
That's what I'm. Yo, I'll let you finish because I have something
But
to
I
say.
couldn't
The whole
reply
thing.
anything. What should I do? Update. There was an update later on. Let me see. Nah, let's stop it here. So, what were your first thoughts?
First thought is, did he hit it while she was crying?
No, 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 no. She was crying after. So after the
What?
fact that she said the first name full, and
Yeah,
he stopped, went to the
yeah,
bathroom,
yeah,
that
and
she
came
started
out,
crying.
and he couldn't.
He couldn't leave. So
Oh,
he
he
couldn't
couldn't.
he wanted to leave, but saw her crying and couldn't leave her in that state.
Oh, I thought in that moment he said I couldn't leave, so I went back and finished the business. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure so I don't take the wrong conclusions from this guy because that's a case right there, man. That's a case in the making. I'm just making sure that I'm not gonna say something you're hitting women. you, you're hitting it from the back while she's crying. That's
No, that's not
definitely
what happened.
40.
No, that's
That's
not what happened.
40 years. That's
No,
40
no.
years, my dude. That's 40 years for you. But that's
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, he's not that crazy. He's
No,
not
no.
he's not designer crazy.
No, no,
Uh
no. What he said was, when he found her like that, he dressed her up and started crying. So he
with
dressed her up in that moment. Yeah. She started crying. She continued crying.
Oh, she continued crying and he went crying with her. Was he jerking his chicken as well next to her? No, I
No, no.
guess
So
okay. That's
no.
okay. Okay, maybe I'm making too much my job, but this sounds like a horror for every man. So let's start that. Let's start with saying that because this is gonna play on everything you've imagined. First of all, um, so it's a bit weird that she is blurring out his last name during intercourse. Never heard someone saying first and last name during intercourse, but this is a bit crazy. Uh, I do think that how long have they been together?
Doesn't say 4 months. 4 months, by the way.
4 months.
So they've been talking for a year and in a relationship for 4 months.
Yeah, dude. Just leave. Keep it P, as they say, pushing P. Keep it P and take your L and keep it pushing because I don't think he'll get over the insecurity that this sparked. I don't think he'll be able to get over it. It's a bit crazy if you
Well,
think about it.
so the uh, an update that he gave was we sat and talked about it for more than an hour. I politely said that we'll go ahead with the breakup, that let's to which she said let's give each other time to think over it. You know what that means?
She's gonna cry on her best friend's shoulder, and they always say,
So basically, the
"Shoulder to
thinking
cry
here,
on." What do they
yeah,
say about it? Hey, RJ? What do they say about a shoulder to cry on? Oh no, no, wait a second. Now I'm gonna.
A shoulder to cry on will lead to a private part to ride on.
Yeah, you look how crazy I am. I I said I asked you the question, then I put my ear to the mic. Yo, what
Okay.
the heck is wrong with me? Oh
You
my god.
wanted to listen better. No, man. Let me
Oh,
see.
but
So
this is
basically,
crazy.
the
I
thinking
think
period is going on, and I noticed some of you guys said that she's still in contact with her male best friend. I can confirm she has not been for months. First of all, you never know. Second of all, I think I don't. It's not a thinking thing. You should make the choice for you. When if you decide to stay with her, you need to be aware, or at least, yeah, be aware that there's a chance that she has feelings for him and that she wants him
she has
back.
things with it, yeah.
Sometimes KR, it's not even a romantic feeling.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just want the male friend that can uh, be the shoulder to cry on without being the D to ride on. And the fact that the male friend, isn't there is causing more of a emotional imbalance in her life than like a real romantic imbalance. So it can be entirely true. That doesn't. I still don't understand why you would blur out his name, but I mean I can understand that sentiment. But let's be honest. The guy was. He said himself that he was a bit subconscious at the beginning. Asked questions about the guy. Um, Girl said nothing was going on. Now this happens. I think sometimes you just and it seems like he's waiting on her to be okay with the breakup, right? He wants to break up. She said, "Let's think about it." So we're thinking about it. I think he should just make the.
Take the
If he's
beat.
honest with himself, and if I read this here, it seems like he doesn't trust the situation, and he would be giving the girl a chance while knowing deep down inside that she's not comfortable with it. Not saying that the girl is doing something or not doing something, but I mean, if your feelings, if your gut feeling is telling you something's off, just take your time. You have nothing. You treated her well. You stop immediately. You dress her up when she started crying instead of dressing her down.
The
And
only question is, did you record everything, my dude? Because she can,
I don't
she
think that's gonna happen.
this
I don't
this
think.
can turn into a crazy story. I was
I'm not saying
crying,
that.
Judge. I was crying. Uh,
Yeah. So one person is saying, "I'm sorry that happened to you, but if I were you, I would take a break from her. He was on her mind during intercourse, and that is just too intimate for me." I do agree with that. For that to happen, she would have to like him or just fantasize him in some way. Don't go down that road where you are still with her and there's a possibility that she likes her best friend. Nobody says another person's name during intimacy just because. That's why, KR, I know people like
Whoa, wait a
the
second before
serial
you
cheaters.
continue.
The
Before
serial
you
cheaters, they call everyone honey. That way
according to
they
this
can never
theories,
call out the wrong name. Yeah.
according to this theory, someone is calling out random names. So, with that being said, does she have Gilles de la Tourette? Just a question. Is this important information that he forgot to tell us?
That she has
Does she have
Tourette's.
Tourette's?
I knew I knew you were going
Come
there.
on,
When you said
Daddy.
when KR, President Putin.
Ah, man, Putin, President Trump, Vice President Trump.
Vice President. Yeah.
Man, yeah,
Anyway,
I think I'll say this. I'll end it with this. Just, I think from reading what he said, I think it's best for them to break up because he's been touched
yeah,
already. His confidence level is not that high, and he doesn't seem like someone who also takes lead because he's leaving the whole thing up to her. It seems like, but
yeah,
yeah, just keep it p and keep it pushing.
yeah. Hey, it's how do you call it? It's yeah.
Oh,
Take your
first one.
ball. If you don't like, if you don't like the way the game is being played on the court, take your ball and say, I'm gonna just look for another court, play some play somewhere else. I'm not going. It's okay. I mean, it's over. It's over. It's over.
So a lot of food
Maybe
in this
it never started.
maybe never started.
Guys, let us know in the comment section what your thoughts are. Do you agree with our takes? Do you have a different take? Should he give her a chance? Let us know down below.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's continue with the next topic, which is Drake. I'll jump right into it, man. Drake is still the Drake is still the number one streamer on Spotify. RJ, you expected this. You said it when it happened, when the beef started and how the beef ended. You said, I don't expect anything to change, only that we know that Kendrick is king, but the pop star will continue putting numbers on the board.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason why I said it was very simple. Drake is popular because he's very marketable for the companies and the labels that are promoting him. And as a company, just like when acting, you want to put if you put a good actor in the movie, if you put Denzel in the movie, the fact that Denzel is in the movie in itself will uh, not cost, but will secure a minimum level of tickets sold.
Yep.
So you know that some people are marketable, and in music, Drake is a very highly marketable person. I'm not saying it. KR isn't saying it. The numbers are saying it.
Yes.
And so, why is he marketable? Because he dropped, I mean, albums left and right, hit songs, pop songs, party songs, catchy songs. He doesn't write any of them, apparently, or very little, but that doesn't matter. He's just the
Never matter.
vessel.
It's a
He's
good
just the
face.
vessel that's coming with the message and it's being consumed. So, to say that I'm surprised, no, I'm not surprised at all. That's the reason why I said that I don't expect Drake to fall as much because it's a momentum thing. But the people who are backing Drake will continue to back him because he's proven to earn them their money back, their investment back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're gonna make it back. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah. Um,
Okay. Hey, anyway, hey guys, don't forget to subscribe, follow us on all socials. It seems like people are sleeping behind the wheel. Don't worry. Make sure you don't sleep behind the wheel and press on that subscribe button down below or the like button. We would gladly appreciate it. Uh, let me share my my screen. The difference is almost 300 million streams. It's almost 300 million streams, and he's still each and every month so far the most streamed rapper, and it's not gonna change. I think it's you're right. I was hesitant when the beef happened. If you remember correctly, I said I want to see what happens next, and well, it's clear that he's still a popular rapper. What is also popular is on Siri. I don't know if you've seen that. So
can't
let
say
me.
that I did.
So there's one thing from what I understand on Siri. If you have Siri, so Siri is the personal the phone assistant, the voice assistant on the Apple, which you can ask to play songs. And according to um, some people on the internet, this is what happens when. Let me show the video. Um, fair use.
Siri, can you play Certified Lover Boy on Spotify?
I'm not gonna play the full thing, but is this a glitch that, or is this? You're on mute, by the way, if you want to talk. But oh, you're on the phone. Oh, he's trying it out. Is it working? You can try
Yeah,
it out. You can play it. Show us how you do it.
that's pop out, man. That's pop out.
Anyway, hey, so it works. You're confirming that this is true.
Yeah.
The glitch is still working. Well, let's play some pop out then. Anyway, now, but it seems like one W for Drake follows an L. Well, followed by an L.
Yeah. But don't
More
forget, Drake, don't forget, Drake is, I mean, his songs are, you hear him everywhere. So Kendrick wasn't really present for years. So
yeah,
Drake has built the momentum that although the punch, Kendrick's punch was like a very hard punch, you still need to deal with the momentum of Drake. Some people don't care. Some people still believe Drake won. I mean, it's
talking about winning. Did you know that Argentina was playing Canada last week, and that Drake
soccer.
soccer. Yeah, it was a soccer game, a traditional football game between Canada and Argentina, and Drake put up 300,000, I think, on that game, and it didn't go so well. And after winning, because Argentina did won, the Argentinian Twitter account posted this. Not like us, not with us, with a picture of the team celebrating the goal. So the W's are followed by L's when it comes to Drake. Want to say something? Nothing?
No, man. It's I'm just not surprised. Sometimes I'm impressed by my own ability to predict things.
Okay, okay. Did you predict this? More tune for your head top. Kendrick Lamar's not like our soundtracks. Team USA basketball victory over Canada. They played. I'm not gonna play it, but they were playing it. I can confirm, according to the video, it was being played. So, did you predict this?
No, I didn't. Especially I didn't because LeBron is tight with Drake, right? So to me, it
Well, he
seems
was at the pop-out show, doing the shimmy.
that's what I'm saying. So I was a
It
bit
was
surprised because I
only
know,
his wife who stood between him and that stage. Otherwise, he would have been on the stage doing crip walking, doing the crip walk.
yeah, but I know that. I mean, yeah. So I was a bit surprised when I saw it because, as I said, Drake and I had the impression that Drake and LBJ were like tight. They did some skits together in the past, some interviews together in the past. But hey,
Hey,
if
you,
it's
you're
if
down.
it's a if it's a banger, you gotta dance
Hey, one thing I've learned
or run.
of the former Vice President Trump. Sometimes you can come in with one guy supporting one and you leave supporting the other. I'm talking about the situation for those who've never heard of that situation. There was a fight where he went there to support Tyson. And after the fight, Tyson got knocked out and he was supporting, I think this was a Berbers fight. Trevor Berbers, I think its name is. But anyway, he was supporting the guy who won. So, hey, people choose sides real easily. Let's
Yeah,
go to the second part. Pattern or coincidence? Drake hates happy homes. You say. You tell me. Tell us in the comments. take a look at this video by Drinkable Brian. He has great content, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to him. Shout out to him. Fair use. This is what he had to say about Drake.
Drake hates happy homes, a dissertation. Stay with me, this is gold. The whole Drake and Kendrick beef, right? All he did was bring up Whitney repeatedly. He did the exact same thing with Kanye West and Kim, right? Just so many subs, you would have thought it was the Navy. Bars. If you take it back, he also did this with Pusha T, which was probably one of his biggest mistakes of all time. On the Duppy freestyle, he said, I told you keep playing with my name and I'm going to let it ring on you like Virginia Williams. Virginia Williams is Pusha T's wife, and a horrible decision for Drake's mouth. He did the same thing to Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj on Back to Back. Is that a world tour or your girl tour? I'm starting to see a trend here. Drake also did it to Serena Williams' husband, the co-founder of Reddit. His name is Alexis, on Middle of the Ocean. The line was, Serena, your husband's a groupie. Like, what is she going to respond with? A tennis racket emoji? What do you... Also hit ASAP Rocky and Rihanna's relationship on Family Matters. Rakim talking shit again, gassed up because you hit my BM, do the math, see who I was hitting then. Drake, trust and believe we all know that you fumbled Rihanna. Stairs and Chris Brown. They also called her by her pet name, asked Fring if this is a good idea, which was a crazy line if you think about that. I say all this to say, why does Drake constantly bring people's partners into an argument or a beef? These are just the ones I can think of, but it's really odd that this man seems to consistently bring people's partner into a relationship, and it's the one thing he complains about on every album that he can't seem to get right, so he can't seem to maintain or attain it, and he constantly wants to dog someone and bring their partner into the conversation. Make it Drake sense.
Make it Drake sense. RJ, is this a coincidence or is it just a pattern?
Nah, man. Because since before he started dropping names of artists, like I said in previous shows, he was talking about you and me and other people who were not popular yet, and he was talking about him like, you look at me, I'm in the, I'm here, I'm gonna take your girl gonna so he really likes that yo girl part, take yo girl part. So he's been doing it. The difference is, as he was, as he grew in the industry, the Ubers became more, and he started naming specific people. Because at the beginning, he was just talking about in general, I'm gonna take your girl, I'm gonna take your girl, and now you're like talking to it's pretty direct what he's doing basically.
So you agree with Brian with regards to this situation?
Yeah,
He hates
he seems
homes,
to
happy
trip on
homes.
it.
He's
What?
never seen a happy home. He hates happy homes.
I don't know if he's never seen a happy home, but I
Well,
do think
his mom and
it's
dad
either
weren't
that or
together.
he's a fan and he likes to break families up.
His mom and dad weren't together, so he's never
Yeah,
seen it.
I mean, I don't know what it is. I think he's just, let's be honest, KR. Let's ask ourselves this. Let's
Yes.
ask ourselves this. Is Drake really beefing with people, or is it the Ghost Riders?
I thought you were gonna ask a serious question. I thought you were gonna ask a serious question, man. I was preparing to give you a serious answer, but I was yo, come on, dude. Yeah,
No,
you might
man.
be
Drake,
right. That's a good
yeah,
question. This is a good question. Is this a personal beef between Drake or Drake's riders and these other rappers?
yeah.
At
Let's
this
like
point,
let's take an NFL player. Let's take, for example, a running back or a receiver knows exact. So if he can run routes amazingly, but he will do so so he can follow instructions amazingly by the coach. So if he has a good coach, he'll be the best receiver. But if he has a bad coach, he'll follow the bad coach into a 2-win season. And I think it's like that. Drake is someone that you can, if you instruct him, he'll do what he needs to do amazingly well. But I'm not so sure that he can do it on his own, to be honest. And that's what is being questioned as well. So he's really good at, I mean, and at the end of the day, KR, if you are very good at a thing as a player, but you're not a good coach, nor you don't have a high IQ of the game. If you win, you win, and at the end of the day, you need to win, and he's winning. So yeah,
He's winning. He's winning. Well, maybe he's trying to win the beef again. Is he trying to restart the beef and trying to bait Kendrick in to sending another track? This was a picture that was shared through the OVO Instagram.
okay.
And you ask yourself, well, doesn't she seem familiar? Yes, it does a little bit. This is Whitney, Kendrick's partner, baby mama, which he's been talking about getting, well, according to him, the beats. But this is a picture that was shared a couple of days ago. It starts really, you don't know this. Well, she looks a little bit like her, light skin, short hair. First two pictures, nothing. Third picture, she wears a wife beater. If you remember correctly, Whitney was also wearing a wife beater in the Not Like Us video. Knowing Drake as the one who throws rocks and hides his hands, is this a bait for Kendrick to drop the other 5 tracks? Is he trying to bait him because it's clear that during this first beef, and we talked about this in previous show, that Drake followed Kendrick's pace. Drake thought he was leading in this beef, the pace. He was dictating the pace, but that was the other way around. By delaying his response and then following up all the drops he had in a couple of days, it was clear that it was Kendrick who was dictating the pace of the beef or the back and forth. So maybe, I'm not sure. The question is has Drake cooked up a banger and now he's trying to lure Kendrick back in so he can dictate the pace?
It's possible that Drake's team cooked up the banger, but the I don't think that it's necessarily a bait. It can also be just like marketing. You're using the momentum you have to market. I think that's more it. And to be honest, I don't see the resemblance as much. If I have to be honest, uh,
They say all light skins look alike. I'm not sure.
I don't know who they is. I don't know if it's a singular day, or plural
That's a
day.
good
I
question.
just
I'm
can
not
tell you.
sure.
I can only tell you what
I
I'm
heard the
seeing.
voice. Tinnitus.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't see it, but I mean, it's smart of them to use the momentum to sell. So it's smart of them, I would
Wife
say.
beater.
Maybe he's calling Kendrick a wife beater as well.
Well, he's been calling him on the tracks, right?
So I'm saying maybe that's it, right?
Maybe we should find a new name for these kind of garments. Let's call it that way. People still call them wife beaters. Why do they call them like that? I have to do a research.
They're called white. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. My my thought was always that it's called wife beater because you don't have the sleeve standing in the way. but but I but I agree with you that it
That's
shouldn't be called that. It's just like a
creepy name.
undershirt or something. It's
Uh,
I don't
crazy
I think
name.
it's a terrible name, and to still use it, it shouldn't. Uh,
Like it's like calling a shirt PDF file.
yeah, I don't think it's the way, and it I don't like it. I mean, why would you call it? It's not that. I mean, you don't beat your wife or a wife, but then you
Is this
call it
the
a wife.
uniform? Is it the
What?
uniform people? No, I was asking. Is this the uniform people wear when they are getting it in? This
I,
is
w-
crazy, yo. Hey, stop this! Stop this name, man. They
I
need to
wouldn't
rename.
know, and I don't condone it either. Guys, let us know if we should start a petition
Yeah, a
to change
campaign.
the name. Yeah,
Before
I
you
think
know
we
it,
should.
we're known as the channel who took down the white beaters. Is the TD my second part of this show? My second question is the TDE camp trying to bait? Because you ask me, that previous one was a shot, maybe an indirect shot from Drake. Maybe they're using it as marketing because there's nothing left in this beef than to market and sell some products. Because what we know is that he did take that L, even though, well, hey, Drake fans are still out there claiming that he won. Well, we showed you multiple times that it's impossible to say that he won. But anyway, is the TDE camp trying to bait Drake into restarting the beef? This is what Absol dropped last week. God, my confession is yours, but who am I if I don't go to war? There is an opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short. This was not a rap battle. It was scripture. We all need to look in the mirror. Intelligent movement. Then he posts a church emoji, continued by, if Drake is the MC I imagine he can be, redemption is not off the table. Keyword MC. But before my rant gets out of context, he could never fuck with the Gangnam on some rap shit. That was never a question. He could still potentially match artistry, removing my obvious personal educated bias. If this is taken as an antic of any sort and not ism, well, get if get off if you mad then on my deceased homies. God bless TDE. PS where the true art is at. If I ain't got good picture, if it ain't a good picture you draw, don't bring it don't bring it to the architect. Well, so he's also cooking as we see here. Yeah. Is this a bait? Are they trying to
I know your image of me is what I hope to be. Black lip bastard. Absol. Let me say Absol, also of TDE. I don't know if he's. I don't. I mean, Kendrick did say, "How many stock do I really have in stock?"
maybe want to show the stocks?
Maybe, yeah, he wants more.
They're showing the hip.
Maybe, yeah. It
And
could be.
I
It
know
could
one
be.
thing. No one wants to. People don't want to battle Kendrick. No one wants to battle Absol. Because
Yeah.
lyrically,
Is he?
I
Is
think
he? Yeah.
he's tough. He's tough. I think if I had to rank the TDE rappers, I would say Absol has levels to his. Kendrick has levels, and he's shown now that he's definitely very good. But from back in the days, people were saying Absol was the better, and I'm not saying better artist because in overall it seems like it's clear that Kendrick is the better well-formed artist. But when it comes to really metaphors and going deep, Absol he's a tough one. I think
Yeah.
people wouldn't want to go one-on-one with him. There's a reason you got to ask yourself this. There's a reason why there hasn't been a beef between anyone and the TDE camp when it comes to lyrical skills.
But it's like a very. It's very. It's a very tight camp too.
Yeah.
TDE is a very tight camp, and that
It-
matters, because uh if you look at other groups, labels, sometimes you assemble a team, but they don't always click.
Yeah.
But with the TDE, it seems like they are very tight. I always had that impression that it's not just like a couple of great people who you put together and you just have like strong names. They came up, they did a lot of projects together, and it's like it's just tight. It's
Yeah.
just tight. So,
Even with Kendrick now leaving because he's not part of the, people still consider him as part of TDE. It's yeah,
but it's
tells
not
you a
like
lot.
Slaughterhouse, right? So Slaughterhouse isn't doesn't exist anymore, I think, or
No,
it's changed. But you all have like four people. Then those are the Slaughterhouse, and yeah, that's Slaughterhouse. You can leave, but at the end of the day, that's Slaughterhouse.
Yeah. These kids don't know who Starter House is, but
They don't know, man. They
that
don't
was
know.
back when Joe was rapping.
Joe
Joe was
Budden,
rapping.
Joe was podcasting.
Crooked
Joe was
Eye,
rapping.
Crooked Eye. You had Joe Budden, Crooked Eye,
Royce the 5'9"
the 5'9",
and
and
Ortiz. What's his name?
Joel Ortiz.
Joel
Joel Ortiz.
Ortiz. Yeah.
Yeah. Back then you had Slaughterhouse and you had um uh let me see real quick. Random Acts. They were the big two groups that were slightly challenging each other a little bit. Random Acts is Sean Price, Guilty Simpson, and Black Milk. That was also a force
That's
to
dope.
reckon
Yeah.
with. They only dropped one album, by the way, Random Acts. But R.I.P. Sean Price, man. Anyway, let's close this out with the last question. Not like us. Well, not the last statement. Not like us. Boost Stamps burger sales by 40%, and the owner had the following to say: I cannot share the video because it's a TMZ video, but I can always share the audio. Fair use.
I guess that's part of Kendrick's team, and they asked if he can come back here and do a music video. He's been here before, and of course, I'm going to say yes. You know, he's such a big icon to Compton and to this whole community. So, I mean, we didn't think twice. We had him here, and he's such a lovely guy. My grandfather, the one that started Tam's Burgers, is the one that probably was the one feeding him when he was growing up. So, wow. I think this is his roots, and we're so lucky and very thankful to him and his whole team that they came back here and did this music video for us over here.
What's his order when he comes here?
From what I understand, a bacon cheeseburger.
A bacon cheeseburger.
A bacon cheeseburger. And not only that, they thought it was a good idea to ask this man if Drake was allowed.
Free burgers for life, would we say?
Absolutely. Anything he wants, it's on the house.
Is Drake welcome here?
No, I can't answer that question.
right. That'd be controversial.
We stand and support Kendrick and Compton, so that's where I'm gonna leave that at.
Right.
Like a true entrepreneur, he didn't he didn't sell a no. Hey, but he's a Compton supporter, so he's telling you, I'm not gonna say no, but you're in Compton. And last time, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea for Drake to pop up in Compton right now. RJ.
No, I think indeed supporting someone doesn't mean if I'm supporting someone, that doesn't mean I want you to feel. I'm just supporting one person. That's it, and he supports the person who he knows, or at least that's familiar with the restaurant that's paying, that also brought a boost in sales. So yeah, I think the reporter, the person asking the question, was trying to bait him, of course, to create
Yeah,
like
well, I think if you think about it, right, in the original song that Kendrick dropped, I think it was the first song in the beef. The he said something about New Ho King, and New Ho King popped off. The sales went off, and I think this is very calculated. Why he added Thames in the video, because he didn't want to only boost the restaurant, a restaurant in Canada. He wanted also one in Compton to um to profit off of this beef, because otherwise someone will say, hey, you helped New York King get the revenue up. What about Compton? You don't even watch out for your own people. Do you think that's why he also added this Thames burger? Because that wasn't mentioned in any of the songs.
Maybe. When I look at the video clip, it's very well thought out, right? So the messaging is very well thought out. So I don't think, let me put it like this, I don't think it's a coincidence
Mm.
that Thames Burgers is in the video clip. I think it was well thought out. Yeah.
Well, one thing for sure, they are up. They are up. Hey, man, let's close this show out as we always do here at the Double Thought Show. We talk in the last segment of the short thought we talk about commonplace situations and trending topics. We give a short opinion on things that are happening either on social media or in the world. Also, guys, don't forget to vote for vice presidents. RJ.
Yeah. And before we proceed, remember to rate the video by liking. Don't forget to check us out on our other socials and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. President Putin.
Yes, thank you. Guys, is this guy tweaking? That's the good question. Fair use. Let's see what this guy had to say. He's part of a dating show, and he thought it was a good idea to let's see what he is going to do.
Yeah, you find it. Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, he make it clap. Let me chill.
Oh, he tweaking.
I'm tweaking. How?
You tweaking.
You find it? You don't fuck with me?
Huh?
Because I told you to do a 360 on tweaking.
No, it was the lab. And then what's this right here?
Well, I got some on my mom.
Yeah, it's like white.
My bad. I probably been licking my lips. I ain't got no Carmax on. My bad.
You need some?
Yeah, you got some Carmax?
I got some lip
Oh, you
gloss.
fuck with me? You make for real?
Huh?
Why you bagging up?
Why he biking?
But yeah, you find
The whole it only went down. RJ, was he tweaking?
It was definitely tweaking. I think he was tweaking. I think he was
Oh my
in a
god.
seizure. I think he was all over the place, man. Another fan.
You gotta be very aware of the situation, guys.
Another
Come
fan.
on, man. Can't be out here laughing like that. Very weird laugh. And then he keeps holding his pinky around his mouth like he's mini me. What's the Dr. Evil? Let's
Yeah.
take another look. Let's take a second look. This is
Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, he make
she was feeling him up until that moment. That's the crazy What? RJ, you tweaking as well, man. What the heck is wrong with you? Yeah.
That's what he did. I was trying to mimic him.
What the heck is wrong with this dude? She was feeling it up until that moment. And then
clap. Let me chill.
the craziest part is at the end, but
Oh, he tweaking.
I'm tweaking. How?
You tweaking.
You find it? You don't fuck with me?
Huh?
Because I told you to do a 360 on tweaking.
No, it was the lab. And then what's this right here?
Well, I got some on my mom.
Yeah, it's like white.
My bad. I probably been licking my lips. I ain't got no Carmax on. My bad.
You need some?
Yeah, you got some Carmax?
I got some lip
Oh, you
gloss.
fuck with me? You make for real?
Huh?
The step back, that was crazy. That's where you know. Oh man, that's one thing. One thing that's crazy. I've seen this in real life. When a woman steps back, when you're walking towards her, my dude,
Walk away.
it's over, man. It's over.
Walk
It's
away.
crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hey man, R.I.P. to him. Might have to work on your laugh, buddy, because otherwise, we might have to call you a fan out here, boy.
Yes, he is a fan, man. He is a fan. Man. The way he react, come on. You know, it's
Let's
like
go
a
to the next one, man. Let's go to the next one.
yeah. Let's
Uh,
go.
anything you want to say about that one, or is it
I'm good. I was gonna say something, but it's better for me to forever hold my peace.
Shakur Stevens beef with Cameron and Mase? It's getting crazy out here, man. Shakur, a well-known boxer, got called out by Cam and Mase, and he went off. He went off on Twitter. Let me share my screen real quick. He decided to become Meek Mill 2.0 and start tweeting for hours back to back. He said, he opened up by saying, "These ninjas mad. Your itch-bait ass boys ain't gonna do ish about it either. Cameron ever lift his hand up this way, I'm putting him right out, soft ass, old ass ninja." They went back. Fair use, fair use. They decided to respond on their platform. First of all, RJ, what do you think about what how this opened up? Because they were basically complaining or saying that his style of boxing is boring. He should make it more entertaining for the people who are watching. Is that criticism or is feedback constructive feedback, or are they trying to break a brother down?
I think it's. I think it's actually. We're living in a time where you can't say nothing about something about anyone, right? So it or you can't say anything about anybody. And I don't you can agree or disagree with the take. For example, I disagree with the take because I think that he's a boxer and he should win, and it's about winning. But I can understand. I didn't watch it, but I can understand what Cam and Mace were saying. At the end of the day, if you look at Floyd not only knew how to box, but also knew how to get the people involved, which is why he was getting the big money. So I think it was an opinion. It's definitely an opinion. You can take it however you want to. Uh, Cam and Maze have a way of talking like it was street, but that's just the way they talk. If you take it personally and you go in and react, I mean, you're telling them. If they were bullies, then now they know what triggers you, and they'll press harder next time if they want to trigger you. So I don't. I think he took it too far, or at least he took it personally when he really shouldn't have. But maybe this is also his way of marketing
Mark.
himself.
Yeah. I do agree with you on that. And well, they clap back, man. It's crazy. This is how they opened the next show after those back and forth on Twitter or X. Fair use. This is literally how they open the show. This is the first, as you can see. If you zoom in on the left corner, you see 0-0. It's 0-0. This is the first second of the show. Fair use.
Comfortable to set up his offense. He's going to struggle with him.
Oh man, jeez. Let me use another video for this one.
Body shot, good combination from Steven.
Cartoonian still strong.
Look at Cam down there. Look at Mase. Even that baby is how he's sleeping. Yeah. By the way, you're on mute if you want to say something. But
Yes, that's that baby. I said, oh, it's that baby.
not only that, dude. This is what they had to say about this whole situation. Let me go here. Yes. Fair use.
Since it's all comedy, I'm gonna deal with it like comedy, nigga. You hear that? Like I said, nigga, your mother named you after Shakur, nigga. You know I ain't had no problems with the first Shakur. I ain't gonna have no problems with you. Chill out, little nigga. We got the right to have our opinion, and I say that with all due respect. You know, but just keep it where it is, man. Let humor be humor. Let everybody say what they gotta say. You don't like what we said, nigga, box better. Until you beat Tank, it ain't really nothing for you to say. And making threats, I'm gonna just keep it real. If we talking boxing, I got 3 knockouts in All-Star Weekend, nigga. So I got 100% knockout ratings, nigga, on All-Star Weekend if we checking the records, nigga. Killer, go ahead, man. I'm not even gonna be on that time with him, man.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I see why they call you Shakur Twitterson. Like, my nigga, 4 hours of tweeting about me and Mase is wow. You boring, nigga. You boring. Everybody's seen it. We ain't the only ones who seen it. You boring, nigga. I thought I was rather polite about it. I thought it was cool. Niggas asked Tiafimo, you seen the fight? He said, hell no. Why the fuck would I watch that? It went 12, right? Yeah, I knew it went 12. Tim Bradley, he's announcing the fight. He said, I got my coffee ready.
Yeah. So at the end, the question you had to ask yourself is, why is he getting at? Because I don't think Cam and Mase are the only one who commented this way, saying that it should be better, it should be more entertaining. Is it because these guys are more, let's call it street? They're maybe black men. Or is he gonna go like this towards, let's say, Max Kellerman or someone who's white? RJ?
I think he will. I think he will because maybe he's like emotional. Again, why would you or maybe it's a move. You know how in boxing a lot of times the beef gets the people
Beef it
involved.
up.
So maybe in his case, if his fights are boring, maybe outside of the ring he can, create some traction that will make people tune in and perhaps watch the fight more. I think that again, Cam and Mase, I mean, they're trolls when they want to be. So, and the thing about Mase is, I always see. So I used to see Cam as the tough one, as the rough one. So when Cam talks about Mase, and you see Mase, and he's like, he calls it it's murder, right?
Yeah. Murder Mase.
Murder. You can do me, kill and murder, right? But don't mess with murder, man. Yeah, right? It's like I don't know what Mace is capable of doing, but I don't have the impression that you should be. I mean, you can react and give your opinion back, but to give threats, I don't think that's the route you should take, to be honest.
They always say it's the quiet one you need to be observant of, not the one who's screaming. The shooter is always the quiet one. Just don't focus too much on Cam. He has 3 under his belt, 3 knockouts. He said so. Yeah, you might tap out after that one, man.
Yeah,
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Make sure there are videos because content we want to react to it. So Shakur, if you want to meet in the streets and want to get knocked out, make sure you have a video, man. We want to give a honest opinion on the situation, and whatever happens.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, nothing else, man. I think with that
Last
being
one for
said,
today. Last
yeah.
one for today. There's the last
Oh,
one.
last one. Oh, okay. We have one more. Okay, yeah, my bad.
We have one more because we have some extra time. Indian man bites snakes after being attacked in his sleep. How? 35-year-old from Panduka, from Panduka, Kharkhand in India
69.
had been sleeping when the reptile attacked him, prompting him to take the unusual tactic of quickly grabbing the reptile with an iron rod and biting it twice. Work was underway to lay railway lines in the forest area, and when he got attacked at the laborers' camp. When asked why he bit the snake, Lohar told the India Today, in my village, there is a belief that if a snake bites you, you must bite back twice to neutralize the venom. How? Although the venomous snake bite can prove lethal, a human biting the snake could have little consequences aside from putting the person at risk of receiving another attack. Well, that's what they are saying. Because the snake venom is stored in the reptile's gland, and it is only triggered when it enters the bloodstream. Otherwise, it's just protein like substance. So they're trying to debunk the guy's village theory.
So the theory is
In the village, if you bite
Yeah.
it twice, it's solved.
so that it serves as an anti-venom.
Yeah, that's what they are saying in the village.
That's how people.
Well, they took the guy. They took the guy to the national, to the to the hospital to get him some anti venom, and it worked. So he's still alive. He's still alive. And what they are saying is that let me see, construction Weber is one of the top in accounts about the 3 states in India that accounts for the greatest number of snake bites attacks, amounting to roughly 4,500 annual deaths. So this is something that is very common in India. Well, very common if you it's not very common because there are 1 billion people in India, but 4,500 deaths because of snake bite attacks. There are more than 300 snake species and more than 60 which are highly venomous, including the Indian cobra. So, guys, we've talked in the past in the Philippines about a guy who was biting a piton to get out of it. He survived that one, and it seems like biting venomous snakes is another tactic. Don't think it will work because python is, of course, a more of a constrictor kind of snake. This is a venomous one. Don't bite thinking it will save you because it won't, according to the article. Maybe they should have left him to see if it works, their tactic from his village. So what has to test it out, right? Well, they gave him the anti venom. Well, we won't know if it works. We would have been one of the other 4,000 people. But anyway,
Yeah.
RJ, what, you don't have any comments?
I do have comments. I have a couple of comments. I'm trying to structure them. First and foremost, so the first thought that came to mind rather is I guess this is another reason why KR will never visit India. Second thing,
Don't lie on my name. Don't lie on my name on the microphone. I never said I won't. I'll see if I'll go. If I go, I won't eat. So that's a big problem. That's a bigger problem for me. So I might not be going. Yes, you
Yeah.
might be right.
Second thing is, this is an example why it's not 100% nature nor 100% science. There needs to be a coexistence, because some things, yes, it's true that our grandparents and great grandparents and other ancestors probably had recipes using natural medicine to heal certain things that we're now paying a bunch of money for to get side effects from. So yes, on the other hand, you should, it's not only nature, you should always have a bit of science as well. So the balance is necessary for you to know, hey, this isn't n- knowledge, ancestral knowledge. This is um, what do you call it? It's a forgot what do you call it. I forgot. A rumor. It's not a rumor. There's another word for it, but it's
Hearsay.
just not. What did you say?
No, I said hearsay.
Yeah. Okay. Objection. So that's yeah. So
Oh,
that can be one of the forgot it. Um, superstition. It's like superstition. That's
yeah,
what. That's
yeah,
what.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Superstition,
So it's like
yeah.
superstition. Whereas, so you do need the knowledge, but it's also good. So it's good to have both, right? And thirdly, I think that it's important to know, speaking of science, just to know, I don't think a lot of people do it anymore, especially in big cities where you have protection, right? But like survival skills. What plants do you have around you? If you go, so in the bushes, in the forests around you, in the sea, in the lake, in the pond, how will you be able to survive if you don't have electricity, or if you find yourself in a situation like this, right? Because this guy might have bite the snake twice, thought that he was safe, and then pass away either way. And what would the village probably say? They wouldn't say, it's a superstition. They would say, he probably bite the snake 3 times without knowing. That's why.
You might be right. You might be right. This is how those things go. He didn't bite it on the right place.
Yeah, the confirmation bias. The confirmation bias. The second one was his hand. The second bite was he bit his own hand. The poison already got
Yeah,
got to.
got to him. He took too
Yeah,
long to
so
bite the snake. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so
You might be right on that. I think the thing is this, and well, of course, what I said before was more of a joke, but the thing you have to always be aware of is what I think. But this is one thing that it seems like when people are workers, there is not a lot of safety measures in regards to this kind of stuff. And of course, it's hard to take safety measures if you're working in a forest, because the snakes can be all over the place. But I think it's at certain parts in the world, and we've also seen that in when in a particular country, when certain things were being built for a big event, when people were falling off of structures, people were saying it's a shame, but we need to continue. So sometimes in certain places in the world, um, workers rights, workers safety is not a number one thing for certain companies. And I think that's it's a travesty. It's something that people should work on, because I mean, even though someone is a worker, they are also they have a right to be safe in whatever work they are doing. So yeah, I think this man is very lucky. He's been able to be treated. My bad, sorry. And hopefully he can continue working and make sure the Indian railway is a safe place to travel through the forest. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I said yes, yes. And with that being said, for the last 13 seconds of this show, thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to round up on a perfectly nice number. Subscribe, hit that like button, and check us out on our socials. We'll see each other in the next one. Take care.